What is up, everybody? I'm Jared, and I will be going over my core four of MLB picks for PrizePicks today. If you're new here, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. That way we know that you're following along. It also helps you get notified when these shows are posted. We do them daily. Also, if you're not currently playing on PrizePicks and you want to give it a try, use promo code WINDAILY when you sign up. That will get you a 100% deposit match up to $100. And we'll also throw in a free 60-day trial period of Win Daily Gold. It's a $100 value, gets you access to all of our daily articles and access to our Discord. So do a little bit of a recap for yesterday. A weird day. Goldie was arguably my favorite hitter on the day. Ended up not making the lineup because of a back issue. Had some back tightness. Whit Merrifield hit his number pretty easily. Brian Reynolds just missed it. He had a hit. We were looking for 1.5 total bases, just missed it. And then Salvador Perez ended up getting hurt and getting taken out of the game. He would have undoubtedly hit his number too. So it was a little bit of a weird day. We'll make up for it today by going 4-0. Have some great picks. It is Wednesday, so we kind of have games spread out. I tried to do some late games to give you guys some times to get all your picks in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. The first one that we are going to go with today, I'm going to go right back to the well with Goldie. As long as he's in, we'll want to obviously keep an eye out for him. But his 1.5 total bases is a great prop today against Eric Lauer and the Brewers. They held him out just for precautionary reasons yesterday. So I do think he comes back and plays. But he gets a really nice matchup against Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer's kind of been struggling of late. Over his last 26 innings, he's given up 7 homers and 11 barrels. 12 of the 14 homers that he's allowed this season have all been from batters from the right side of the plate. So righties crush him. They're his biggest weakness, and we'll look to take advantage of that today. Against lefties, Goldie's been great this year, especially over the last 30 days. Over the last 30 days, he has a 468 WOBA against them. So it's a great spot for him. He should get a couple of hits, if not just an extra base hit today, if he makes the lineup. I do think he does. I think yesterday was just, again, precautionary reasons. So we're going to go with the over on this one. Next one that we are going to go with is going to be Jazz Chisholm of the Miami Marlins. And we're going to go with his half run plus RBI prop for today. The Marlins get to take on Chad Kuhl. I do like picking on him. He's really struggled over the last 30 days. Over the last month, he has an xFIP of 6.14. He's just been struggling. He's also been far worse against lefties. Lefties have a slugging percentage 100 points higher than righties against them, and righties have a WOBA about 50 points higher against it, or lefties have a WOBA 50 points higher than righties. So if we're going to attack Chad Kuhl, we do want to do it with guys from the left side. On the year, Jazz Chisholm has combined for 78 runs and RBIs this year in just 55 games. So he's on a great pace, averaging well over 1 RBI plus run per game. So this is a nice spot for him. The Fish have an implied run total of 4.5 today. They should get that pretty easily in this matchup. And if they do, Chisholm is going to be right in the middle of it. So we're going to go with the over on this half run plus RBI for DJ Jazz Chisholm. The next one that we are going to go with is Mike Trout. He hasn't hit his number the last couple of days. I think he does today. He's had some quiet games, even though the Angels erupted for, I think they scored 11 runs last night. You just can't hold him down long. And he has to face off against a pitcher in Daniel Lynch, who more often than not has struggled in the bigs, especially against righties. In his career, he's given up 14 homers. Again, he hasn't pitched much in the majors, but in his career, he's given up 14 homers. All of them have been to righties. So with Trout, I mean, there's really not much that you need to say about him. He's the best player in the game. Against southpaws, he's been phenomenal this year. His OPS is over 1.1, which is just phenomenal. Anytime you get over that 900 OPS mark, you're really, really good. So anything over 1 is phenomenal. And with him being at 1.1, it's just a great number. There is a chance that he fails. It always happens. Baseball players, if they get a hit 3 out of 10 times, they're considered really good. But in this spot, this is a really good spot for him, especially against a struggling lefty. So we're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases. Next one that we're going to go with is his teammate, Taylor Ward. And we're going to go with the 1.5 hits plus walks. So Taylor Ward, he had a little bit of a rough patch mid-season, but he has started to come back on of late. Over his last 3 games, he's been on base 8 times between hits and walks. So this is the Ward that we saw early in the year, and hopefully he's coming back out to play. And if he does, we'll certainly look to take advantage of him whenever we get a prop like this against a pitcher that has struggled. On the year, Taylor Ward has a 970 OPS against lefties, and his on-base percentage is near 400. And that's really what's important with this prop. If we look at Lynch, he does struggle with his command at times. Over the last month, he's averaged 3.5 walks per 9, and his WHIP over that period is 1.74. When you're starting to push 2 with your WHIP, it means you're letting a lot of runners on each inning. So with Ward starting to get locked in, really, really like this spot for him. So we're going to go with the over on the 1.5 hits plus walks for Taylor Ward today. So if we do a recap of what we're looking at today, we are going to go with the over on Paul Goldschmidt and his 1.5 total bases if he's in there. We're going to go with the over on the half run plus RBI for Jazz Chisholm. We're going to go with the over on the 1.5 total bases for Mike Trout. And we're going to go with the over on the 1.5 projected hits and walks for Taylor Ward. So that's our core 4 today. If you end up using them, just make sure to hit the like and subscribe. That way we know that you are following along with the picks. Also, if you have any questions about your own picks, just make sure to drop some notes in the comments. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. That being said, let's go 4-0 today, and good luck.